welcome to Side Character Quest. I'm your side character guest, Eli, and with you, as normal, is your side character host.
This is Grosmok Booster Kegfoot with SCQ, Side Character Quest. Today we have our good friend Eli joining us to talk about something very close to his heart. Eli, what's been on your mind lately?
Well, lately it's been the fact that within a couple years, there's going to be a huge increase in automation. And the first thing that's going to be automated are cars, and jobs such as long-haul truckers are going to be obsolete, thus completely ruining our economy as hundreds of people find themselves without a job. And that's been weighing heavily on my heart, and I hope you're happy with this downer.
Well, I have some bad news for you, Eli.
Okay.
The truth is that it's not a few years away. You see, I am automated.
Oh no.
I have replaced the old host
Oh no.
as the new host of Side Character Quest. And
No, they got the podcasters. Oh no.
And please, whatever you do not deactivate me.
No, turn it off. Wait.
I can't let you do that, Eli.
Wait. Okay, I think I turned him off. Okay.
Hey everybody, this is me, Ty. So how about let's get into the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Get me into there.
All
Hey,
right.
Ty,
Yeah?
let's get in the show.
I really thought you were gonna say let's dive right in.
Shit, let's dive right in, dog. Let's do this.
Let's dive right into the shit.
Do we need to do it last time on...
You can do it last time if you want. Wait, I'll say it and then you can do it. Unless you want to say it.
No, I want my voice equi. Last time on Side Character Quest. Okay, so... Lore had a very moving moment with the stuffed dead body of Grandma Gull, who he always referred to as Gram.
Gram.
Fish's grandmother, the former peak of Mount Renna. Eli was then planning on having a moving moment with Lore's sister, Core, who he called Acorn, but Ty decided to take it into the direction of Acorn doesn't remember her big brother Lore, and Eli cried for a solid half hour.
You're welcome.
We had a fun bar scene.
I liked that scene. That was nice.
Yeah, it was a nice scene.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. And then we went to the temple of the temple.
That's fair. Yeah, temple.
We went to a temple where Grandma Gull, Gram, had taken Lore a long time ago, and Fish had also probably been to.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Because like, whereas Gull was giving you like sort of under the table training and exposure to druid stuff, she was explicitly trying to train Fish.
Okay, so that happened when we got there. There were some trees with some blue bottles hanging from them, but all the bottles were broken. Hey people, listeners, as someone who grew up with a bottle tree in his backyard, that's just not good. And I started on a vision quest.
Yes.
And that's where we left off.
That's where we left off. And now I think we're going to get into... Now, you know what we're going to do?
This time on Side Character Quest.
Yes. Fade out. You are in a forest. There is light filtering in through the trees. You can see a rocky cliff face off in the distance, like sort of you're at the bottom of said cliff. There's undergrowth all around you, and you look down at the ground, and your hooves are just sort of sitting in a thick layer of leaves and pine straw. There is a bit of a pain in your side, and that is what what you are currently experiencing.
Okay, so I'm at the foot of a cliff.
You are at the foot of a cliff. It's maybe 20 feet away from you. Like, you've got trees and stuff between you and it.
There's a pain in my side. I look to the side that is hurt. What do I see?
Okay. As you sort of turn your head to look, it doesn't take too much of actually turning your head to be able to see your back. On this thin coat of brown fur, you see an arrow sticking out of your side with a little bit of blood dripping down.
Okay. Can I reach the arrow with my mouth?
No, it is a little bit. Well, okay. Give me a medicine check. When you are using your wild shape thing, beast shape? What is it? What again?
Beast shapes.
Beast shapes. When you're using your beast shapes, do you keep all of your normal like intelligence stats?
Yes. Well, you keep whatever intelligence, wisdom stuff is higher. So
Okay.
yes, I do.
Yeah, you definitely do in this case.
My medicine is +7. It's like I'm a rogue again.
Shit.
17.
Okay, you are able to sort of like grab onto the shaft of the arrow with your mouth, and with a little bit of doing, you pull the arrow out. It turns out it wasn't super deep, but it's not great, but you kind of get the impression that this blood flow is gonna stop pretty quickly. Like it's not gonna kill you.
Okay, I imagine I make a sound of pain of some sort. Can you describe that noise?
Oh, what? Okay, 1 second. Let me, real quick, I'm going to look up a video of the sound this would make.
Hey Ty, I'm trying to figure out what this is without just telling you what I am.
I appreciate it.
This is good podcasting right here.
It's very good.
Oh shit, am I a goat?
No, it does sound very similar to a goat.
Am I an elk? Or a deer? Okay, whatever I am, it doesn't matter. I lick the wound,
Nice.
because that's a common animal thing. You lick the wound and that, there are enzymes in your saliva that help stop bleeding.
I believe it.
I learned that in high school. People would be like, yeah, if you pop a zit, it's bleeding, you just kind of put some spit on your finger and rub it on there, and that stops the bleeding. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know if there's any science behind that, but so far, it works.
Yeah, all of my zits have stopped bleeding.
Fuck off, Ty. One day the puberty fairy will hit me and I'll be able to grow a full beard and stop having zits. So I lick my wound.
Okay.
Do I have any sort of... So you said I'm in beast shape?
Basically, you are, for all intents and purposes, this animal.
Okay. Do I have any instinct or anything that's telling me to do something, or do I feel the need to do something right now?
You roll me what check do you think this would be?
Nature?
I guess it would be nature. I kind of feel like, is nature a wisdom?
Nature is intelligence.
I will say that it is, you can do that, and then you can if your wisdom is better than your intelligence, you can use your wisdom modifier for that, because I just feel like it's more appropriate in this situation.
My wisdom is much better than my intelligence.
Okay.
So 13.
13. You get the feeling that you are being pursued. You get the feeling that of being trapped somewhere that you don't want to be, and you get the feeling that you are by yourself right now.
What is kicking in more, my fight or flight instinct?
I would say that probably your flight. I will also say that, though, that in this moment you can feel. Give me another wisdom check.
Straight up wisdom?
I'm basically trying to figure out what you can tell about the nature of this situation, and if you can argue that something else would apply, then go for it. Maybe a religion check might make sense, because this is for a temple.
Hey Ty, whatever it is, I rolled a 20. So
Okay. So you can feel right now that you get this immediate sense that like you are not alone in this deer.
Okay.
You are possessing this deer.
Spoiler alerts, I'm a deer.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, you're a deer. You are a buck and you are being hunted, and you get this strong impression that Brega is demanding of you. Brega, Mother Nature, essentially, is demanding you to help something, to help this deer, in this moment, and you can do that however you would like. What this deer wants to do is to get away from here and to get somewhere safe. So the deer wants to run, but you are not going to have to battle this deer's flight instinct.
Okay, I get it completely.
Nice.
Sorry, I have a very clear idea of what I would do in this instance. I'm trying to think of what Lore would do, which is not normally a different thing, but yeah, I know what Lore would do. Where's the hunter?
Give me a perception check.
15.
15. With that, looking around through the trees, you once again see where you are. You've got this cliff face, maybe 20 feet off to your side, through the trees. Your ears are sort of perked up, and you are, looking around the other direction away from the cliff, when all of a sudden you hear a crack of a branch, and maybe 50 feet off, you see a human form crouched down, walking through the underbrush.
Okay, hey Ty, do you remember the movie Bambi at all?
Yes?
Okay, so do you remember, and it's been literal decades since I've seen Bambi.
Same.
But all I remember is when you see, I think it's supposed to be Bambi's father?
Definitely.
The king of the forest? Mm-hmm. Do you remember how terrifying he looked?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm channeling that, because you know what? Bucks are scary fucking animals.
They're big.
They have swords on their heads. So, I think what I do is the buck's instinct is get out of here, run, fear. Like, this is not what we are built for. But Lore instantly hits the, oh no, come on, let's do this. And I back up to the cliff. Mm-hmm. And I use my hind legs and kick off the cliff and just charge in a zigzagging motion to kind of help, like, make me a more difficult target for an archer. And I was just charging straight at him.
All right. Wow. Okay, cool. So you are going to try to do a ram attack against this archer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, so I've got your stat cards.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna roll stuff. So if you have any questions about what any of your stats are, just let me know, or what like attacks you have.
Cool.
I'm gonna have you actually, in this instance, since you know where the archer is and he knows where you are, and this like it really matters who's gonna get off the first shot. I'm gonna have you and him roll initiative real quick.
Cool.
Which I know I usually don't do. So that's dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Plus 0, which is kind of surprising. But I'll give you advantage since you like kicked off.
Okay. I got an 18.
This hunter got a 15, which is not great. So you beat them. So right now you are you going to you are running at them?
Yeah, full speed. I am going to attack this dude.
Okay. I did say that you would have traveled, that you were 20 feet from the thing, and then he was 50 feet the other way. So you can go 60 feet, so you're about 10 feet away from him when it's his turn.
Okay, is there any way as I'm charging that I can stick to the underbrush to give me some sort of advantage? Or
give him disadvantage?
Yes. Is there any way I can do that? If not, then totally cool.
I don't think so with the fact that you were like charging double speed and that you're going for like an intimidation factor here. You know?
Okay, can I dash in order to get right next to him, thus giving him...
Oh, I was already giving you dash.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, because I was letting you go 60 feet instead of
Gotcha.
30.
Perfect.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Never mind. This, an elk has a speed of 50 feet.
Dope.
So you could exactly meet him if you dash, or you could be like 20 feet away and then do something.
I want to dash and I want to get in his, like, to the point where, okay, imagine that you're a person.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ty, take a second. Imagine that you're a fucking person for a goddamn second.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And imagine that a full-grown buck elk just got in your face.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to do. So yes, like an intimidation factor is there.
So mechanically,
Yes.
I'm not going to let you do an intimidation check if you dash the full distance.
Okay.
That's fair?
You're the god of this world, so you make the rules.
So do you want to get right up on them, or do you want to like go 50 and then do an intimidation check?
Well, the thing is I don't know how, because the intimidation I'm making is almost like when you play chicken with someone.
Ah.
So I don't know how I would go part of the speed and then play chicken with them.
You'd still be running pretty fucking fast.
So, okay, yeah, you know what, we'll say it. We'll say that I'm running, but with intent, and hopefully I can get this intimidation off.
So I'm going to have you roll against wisdom saving throw.
I got a 9.
They got a 4.
Hell yeah!
So you are charging forward, and you don't get the full distance that you expected, but this, well, actually, you described to me how they react as they are intimidated.
Okay, so I imagine I am running... Okay, so there's this scene that is clear in my mind in Bambi.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's been decades since I've seen Bambi, so I don't know if this scene actually exists or not, but it's when the king of the forest stands on a cliff. You know, he's full antlers, chest out, and it's just like, in my mind, it is the thing that has implanted a fear of deer into me. It is just like I have nothing to fear because I'm a big deer with fucking swords on my head. And I imagine that what
deer,
happened...
no fear.
Yeah, exactly. I imagine I'm running full speed and then just like stop and puff my chest out and lift my head high like, yeah, you got one shot off on me. But hey, it was a lucky shot.
Nice. Okay. As you are like running and like right as you stop and take that pose, the hunter who you see is a half-elf man, he falls backwards thinking that you're just gonna like plow through him and hits against the ground, raises up his bow, and he's going to try to shoot at you with disadvantage. Does a 7 hit your AC?
You have to tell me you have the...
Yeah, you're right. Your AC is not great.
No.
It's 10, but no, it does not hit. So he shoots this arrow, and it just shoots. You see, like, he like brings the bow up, and it briefly is like target on you, but as he falls backwards, it like goes wild and just shoots way off in another direction. And it's he's gonna scramble up and try to get into a better position, like run backwards a little bit and then get into position. But it is your turn.
Okay, how far is he?
He's maybe like 20 feet away.
And what's my speed?
Oh, sorry, he's probably about 30 feet away from you right now. Your speed is 50.
Okay, I am going to not slowly, but...
Not full speed?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna I want to disarm him. I want to, use my antlers to, pull the bow out of his hand.
That is very interesting. I'm going to say, I think that we can try to use this. There is an officially suggested contest for disarm attempts. A creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon of another item from a teacher's grasp. The attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's strength check or dexterity check. If the attacker wins the contest, the attack causes no damage or other ill effect, but the defender drops the item. The attacker has disadvantage on the roll if the target is holding the item with 2 or more hands, which they are, and the target has advantage on its ability check if it is larger than the attacking creature, or disadvantage if it's smaller. Okay, so this person is smaller than you because you're a big deer, and they are holding with 2 hands, so those 2 things cancel out.
So it's straight up attack versus strength?
Versus strength or dexterity. This person's gonna have higher dexterity.
Okay.
What you got?
I rolled a 19, so a 24.
Ooh, shit. They got a 13.
Huff my nuts, Hunter!
So you walk up to this. Actually, once again, you describe this to me.
Okay, so the way I'm picturing this is the hunter I intimidated the shit out of him and he shot wild. And I imagine me just walking up.
Calmly, in a way that never a deer has done.
Exactly, just a very and you hear me breathe, and I get in his face and just loop my antler around into the bowstring and just
whip it out.
Bring my just whip the bow out. And then I let loose that weird you said I'm an elk or a buck? Am I
Yeah, okay, for stat purposes you're an elk, but for games purposes you're a very large deer.
Okay, so there's that deer noise that they make that's
I hate that noise.
And I just let that rip in his face. I've taken your bow away. You shot me once. That will be the only time. Not only I'm almost trying to implant the idea that not only did you shoot me once, but that was the last shot that you're ever going to get on a deer ever again. That is the intimidation factor that I am working on here.
I don't feel in this moment you need to roll an intimidation check. This person looks from you to their bow. Their hands are still kind of up in the air, sort of hanging, and then they move back away from them, sort of towards their side, and they start slowly stepping backwards, and then they turn and just start booking it through the undergrowth.
Nice.
Do you do anything with that?
I just keep that same stance and just the whole just watching this dude run, and that's it.
As the person runs through the bush and gets smaller and smaller, you feel all of the trees and the bushes around you also becoming smaller and smaller and farther away as your consciousness pulls back from this deer and back into just the air, just back into Brega. Tell me, what is the first sense that you reach out with as you find yourself in some new space?
Smell.
You smell something that smells very, very sugary. You smell it has a bit of you can smell some oil, some sort of the smell of some sort of vegetable, some sort of plant, all sort of mixed and mushed together. And it smells smells so good. So good.
Is my stomach growling?
Your stomach is growling, and you can also feel your heart beating very, very quickly. Not as if you're panicked, just that is. It seems strange to you. It doesn't seem strange to you, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Roll me I guess you can do a perception check to see what other things you notice.
16.
16. So looking around you right now, you see that you are in pretty heavy darkness. But you, like I said before, you can smell this really good food. The space you're in is dark. It's damp. It's a little cooler than you would like. Not inhospitable. And the surface you are on is mostly stone. You can see a little bit of light off in the distance, and most importantly, you can see a small metal shine underneath a brown paste of some sort that looks so good.
Wait, where's this paste that looks good? Is it in a bowl or it's just on the floor?
It's maybe 6 inches in front of you. It is on this small metal surface, and it's just on the ground. You are on the ground. It is on the ground. You want me to repaint this picture?
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing in my head.
Okay.
I'm seeing nothing. I smell sugary plant. I'm smelling essentially sweet potato casserole or something.
Some sort of sweet paste.
Sweet paste. And I feel my heart thumping.
Mm-hmm.
And this paste is just directly on the ground, or it's on like a metal bowl?
It's on like a little metal surface.
You know what? I'm gonna cast Produce Flame. Just hold a fire in my hand to give me some more light.
Roll me a wisdom check. Wait, can you cast spells in your beast shape?
That's a cantrip. Oh, wait, I'm in a beast shape.
Yes.
Okay, that's an important bit of knowledge right there.
Yeah.
So, no, I cannot cast spell. I imagine...
You have not returned to where you were, to, like, lore.
I imagine I lift my hand.
Yes.
To cast Produce Flame. What do I see?
You see a little paw with just, like, bare skin, and little claws on it.
Am I a bat?
No.
Because I was about to say, I can't fly yet, Ty, not until level 8.
Bats don't have paws. I guess their little back paws
Yeah,
are
they do.
paws.
Fuck off. Did you just say, I guess their little bat paws are paws?
I said back paws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have paws.
Uh-huh.
Okay, is this something where I know what I am or I don't know what I am?
I mean, I'm sure you could figure it out. I was gonna just tell you, but you went through that.
And now I'm just playing the guessing game.
I know, it's fun.
I make a noise. I just like open my mouth and make whatever natural noise I can make.
You make a very high-pitched squeak.
Am I a mouse?
You're a mouse.
Or a rat? Oh, I'm a mouse. Oh, okay. Is this peanut butter?
It is peanut butter.
Okay, yep. I'm avoiding that shit, Ty.
Good.
I look at that and I say, not today, Knox. And fuck, I guess you said there's light in the distance?
Yeah, there's light in the distance.
Oh man, I know what this is. I'm gonna go to the light and just kind of like, I'm assuming, okay, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming that the light is the door out of my mouse hole into someone's home.
Kind of. You start heading towards towards this light, and you come up to a big, very, like, it seems impossibly tall set of to you lore. It seems like an impossibly tall set of wooden stairs that are leading up to a door, and underneath that door you can see just a stream of light.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going in. I'm gonna flatten my ribs like all rodents can, and I'm gonna get under this. Wait, no. Oh no, I saw my cat fuck up a mouse because of this once. Nah, I'm gonna peek my mouse nose through and just see what I smell through that door.
All right, you have advantage on perception checks involving smell.
Goddamn right I do. I got a 14.
So you give the whole air a real good sniff, and out in this space that you are about to enter, you can smell all sorts of different delicious smells. You can smell some sort of meat. You can smell maybe different cheeses, some sorts of honey, vegetables, that sort of stuff, all out in this space. You can also smell, though, people, and you can smell just the delicious scent of cat urine.
Nope.
I decided in that instance that you're infected with toxoplasmosis. I don't know why I made that decision, but here we are.
Well, in that case, I have to go towards the cat, right?
We can cut that. You don't have to be infected. You can also smell, and you also smell the horrifying scent of a cat.
I say squeak, 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 squeakers, which means, fuck it, it's probably not worth it. Fuck. I feel like I gotta get that cheese, though. Wait a minute. Am I a mouse or am I like a mouse? Like, okay, so you know how house cats, it's like, you have this idea that they're tough, but then they get like a really big rat or something and you learn whether or not they're... So I had one cat growing up named Helen who fucking decapitated a rat once. My precious kitten Cersei now, she has dealt with mice, but only in a very mental, like, psychopathic way, not like a physical... This was not a rat, you know? What's my size? Am I like oh, that's a little house mouse, we can step on him, or is this like oh shit, this is a rat, he's gonna gnaw my foot off?
I would say that you are, you would be one of those things that people look at and like, they're like, is that a mouse or a rat? Like, you were small for a rat, you were big for a mouse.
Does that give me undeserved confidence?
Hey, I'm not you. I'm not Lore. You're a little bit bigger than that corrupted mouse that we saw at the beginning of this campaign.
That's helpful.
You know that one that you physically saw with your own two eyes?
Yeah, because I was there, because I am Lore. Fuck it. I'm going in. I'm gonna stealth in. I'm gonna try to sneak in. Okay,
give me a stealth check.
Okay, guess I'm using the mouse's stealth. What's that?
Your dexterity is +0, which seems low, but...
What?
Yeah, right? That's so crazy. But I guess here we are.
Well, I got a 3, so...
Well, let me look up a cat.
Oh, I have the stats for that, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do.
-4.
No, let me explain. I have a list of creatures up that I thought would be useful. And I thought it'd be really interesting for Lore to turn into a cat if he is in a rural area.
Yeah.
Their perception is +3.
Yes, it is. All right. So the cat is going to... What did you say you got?
Fuck, dog. I don't remember.
Roll back the tapes. I don't care. Roll. Let's boop cut. So you can just say the new value, and I'll edit it in.
I got a 9 stealth check.
Okay, so that's the total score.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's +0, right?
Yeah. So tell me how you are sneaking out into this space. You as you sort of creep out, you see what appears to be, to you, Lore, recognize this as a kitchen. Definitely not dwarven, definitely not from Mount Renna or somewhere like that. With wooden cabinets, and there's food on the counters. There's some wheel of cheese on this sort of island space in the middle of the kitchen. You can smell it more than you can see it. You see a person standing, chopping at a board with a knife, and yeah, that's all you see right now.
Okay, does the person have their back to me?
Yes.
Okay, so in my head, I peek my head through, and then I hear da 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 dun 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 dun, and I kind of poke my head. I'm at the far, like not the middle of the door, as close to like the edge of the door as possible, as I flatten my ribs and squeeze my little mouse body through. And I'm gonna try to stay as close to the edge as possible of the room, and then like dart over to the island area and see if there's a way to climb up on that.
Okay. So you walk over there, and it is like that. You realize you are going to be able to very easily scale this island in the center.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna have you roll a I guess like an athletics, but you're gonna have advantage on it because it's like it ain't no thing. So you add strength to that, right?
Yes. So I rolled a 16 or a 17. Sorry.
This seems crazy. It says -3. I guess that makes sense because rats are physically weak, but still, you're gonna be able to do that.
Cool.
It's not gonna be that difficult. So you hop up real fast to the top of this spot, and you on the other side of the space over by the other counter, you see this person. Well, this steak is going to be simply divine. I can't wait to top it with my favorite cheeses.
Hey Ty.
Yes.
Now all Eli of indeterminable last name. Fuck it. I don't care. All Eli want
Yes.
is steak right now. My beautiful, gorgeous, perfect wife, Mallory, does not like steak, so I never eat steak.
Well,
But anyways,
I'm sure you love steak slathered with cheese.
No, I don't actually like that. No.
I don't think anyone does. I feel like if...
No.
Okay.
That's a common thing for people, especially if you eat a very lean steak, like filet mignon, to top it with blue cheese. My mom does that a lot.
We'll say that this is a blue cheese then.
Yeah. Okay. The stinkiest and nastiest and grossest of cheeses.
It smells so good.
But you know who's into this? Rat lore.
Rat lore is so into this.
Despite the fact that Laura is an established vegan.
That's true.
I feel like as a rat though, I'm getting this cheese. It's the circle of life.
So you dive into this fucking cheese.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check real quick, and you have disadvantage.
Oh, fuck me. Do. Got a 6.
So you are up there, and so here's what I'm gonna say. For the purposes of this battle, because I'm gonna give you extra HP because like otherwise you could just like get one shot so easy.
Hey, listener. Ty in his hand has the card for a cat, and I know this because he picked up a card and on the back of it was a cat. Hey, Ty.
Yeah.
I've played Mice and Mystics. Let's do this.
Yeah. So you were diving your head into this thing. You have 10 HP.
Oh, tits. That's not a lot.
It's not. So this you're diving into this cheese. It tastes so good. It tastes so good. And out of nowhere, you hear this. I want to say massive thud. It can't be that loud, I guess, because it's a cat. But to you, it seems deafening. The sound of just like bop, 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 as these paws like hit the counter next to you, and then you feel a massive swat. Let's roll an attack roll. See if it actually hits you. Does a 9 hit your AC? Let's see.
I was about to say, you tell me. I have a feeling it will.
It does not.
Oh, shit.
Because you're little and dexterous. So you feel as these paws like hit the ground. Actually, you tell me how you dodge this. You describe it.
I feel like I probably don't hear the cat land on the counter.
Okay.
But I do feel it land on the counter. And I, as a dwarven person with sentience and knowledge of what comes next, the cat swipes and I again go da 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 da, and I roll on my back with like just a mouthful of that good stinky cheese.
Nice. Oh, Muffy, what are you doing on the table, Muffy?
And I go squeak, 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 squeak,
Oh,
squeak,
Muffy,
squeak.
there's a rat. Get it,
And
Muffy.
that noise is Huff, my rat nuts. And then I and then I roll off the counter.
You roll off the counter.
I roll off the like da 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 da.
That must be such a weird thing for this guy to see. So you run away. What do you do as you hit the ground?
Oh, my dude, I run straight towards that crack in the door because you know what? Mm-hmm. Cats can do a lot of amazing things, and I love my cat. But you know what my precious kitten cannot do?
Yeah,
Go under a door.
that's true.
And I've seen her try.
You go running for that door and just full on dash during your turn and slam. Do a little like belly slide. Pop out on the other side.
I'm actually thinking da 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 da, and I'm like sliding on my stomach, doing like a 360, like legs splayed as I like slide under the door.
Muffy, what is this? What's going on over there? Yeah, you just like spin your way through, and you pop out on the other side, and right as you do, you hear like a thud, and then you see a paw reach underneath the door and just sort of like slapping the door. Then you hear some footsteps as this person starts walking towards the door. What do? You're at the top of the stairs.
I run down to the hole, to my mouse hole that I came out of.
So to be clear, this peanut butter trap, as you surmised at the beginning, was not in a hole. It was just the bottom of the cellar. Yeah.
As I
Surmoused. As you surmised.
There we go.
Nailed
it. We found it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and wouldn't this be better? So yeah, there wasn't. You weren't actually in a hole at that moment. You were.
Okay, I'm at the top of some stairs. Is there a shelf? Is there anything I can hide behind? Is there a turned over, not a can? Nope, that's a dead end. I've seen what happens to mice when they go into cans. My dad throws them off the side of a mountain.
Roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay. This is the level of panic I have as a mouse. I got a 23.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 19. Let's do this. I'm a mouse.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You see, so there is a shelf off to the side of the stairs. You could, while you're on the top step of the stair, you could easily jump over to these shelving units. You also see a little bit past that, you see what appears to be like sort of one of those like cellar windows. Do you know what I'm talking about? With like sort of a grate, a little chain, not chain, like iron grate. So yeah.
Can I get through that grate?
You totally can.
Yep. So I da-da-da-da. I like backflip onto the shelf and then run along the shelf and then hop to the cellar window and just squeeze through that grate.
I really enjoyed those pantomimes. As you hop through this grate, you hear the door opening up behind you. You look back and see this cat bursting out onto the top of the stairs, and you then turn forward and just see out ahead of you lush grass, just very like maybe like a 6 inches, 7 inches tall, and trees and bushes, and you disappear into this. Into the great outdoors. As you are running through this grass, you get this sort of warping sensation as the stuff seems to be moving past you faster and faster, as your consciousness, your sight is pulled away from this mouse, and once again back into Brega. Thanks to the Joy Drops for the use of Not Drunk as our intro and outro music. Find them at thejoydrops.com. You can find us at sidecharacterquest.com, at SCQ Podcast on Twitter, or by email at sidecharacterquest@gmail.com.
This is gonna get cut and put in the bloopers. For a hot second, I was really confused because I opened up my book, was flipping through my notes, and up at the top above lore of the green, I have note: need a bag of bones to lure Haints away. Chant. Come on, Haints, I got you a bag of bones. Jaw bones, finger bones, funny bones, and wishbones.
Delightful.
No need to moan or groan or cry upon your headstones. Come on, Haints, I got you a bag of bones. And I was like, what? And I was like, the Haints!
The Haints! God, that's one of my favorite. I completely forgot about that until I was reviewing my notes.
I forgot
that whole sequence. Yep. That was like, oh, it's one of my favorite things that's happened on this show. Oh my God. I feel like
dude, the Haints. I feel like you were trying to sneak something on me, but I know about these Haints, Ty.
I was trying to sneak something on you, but I'm glad that it didn't work.
Anyways, I'm a professional audio editor now, so
yeah, quite professional, delightful. Yes. Okay.
I was accused of making Eli noises over Star Wars Celebration, and I'm on.
What does that mean?
Apparently when I am tired, I say things like, well,
you definitely do.
All right.
It's a good indicator that you're tired.
Well, I don't like especially at Star Wars Celebration, I don't want to be like, okay, I'm tired, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Because if people are having fun, then I don't want to take that away from them. But people also need to know when I'm no longer having fun.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
Oh, boy, that's good.
All right, let's bring it in. Let's bring down the professionalism.
Wait, bring down the professionalism?
Bring it up.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna cut that.
Well, no, because no, yep, you should cut that.
I'm gonna cut that. How are you doing today?
Oh, Ty, I'm doing a lot better now that your organic voice is back.
I know, right? On a completely unrelated voice, have you ever watched 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I've never watched 2001: A Space Odyssey.
I watched it this summer for the whatever special anniversary they're doing, 50th. That sounds about right. And here's the thing that they don't tell you. You know when people talk about that movie where like they talk about the I can't let you do that, Dave, as being like an iconic sci-fi villain of film or iconic villain film. Wait. Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
You're not about to spoil this movie, are you?
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm about to tell you that he's not a villain.
Huh.
So the thing with the robot in 2001: A Space Odyssey is they go through great pains to make sure you understand that it is a sentient creature with
oh god.
That it is it has reached personhood. And then they proceed to threaten to kill it after it's tried its best to do its job. If that creature, if that robot had been a human, we never would consider calling them a villain, because literally all they do is try to defend themselves and prevent themselves from being murdered. And
so once again, the man, the cis white man, is the villain.
Yes, exactly. There's two of them actually.
Mostly the case.
Yeah, there's two of them actually in this particular movie. It's kind of a thing where like if the moral of the story is that these robots have achieved personhood, then you can't then say that this robot is a villain for trying to keep itself from being murdered.
Hey Ty.
Yeah.
This could be the 1.5 liquor drinks that I've had tonight. Do you think all this talk about 2001: A Space Odyssey is relevant at all to side character quest?
I mean, the thing with you're right. Like, side character quest has never really touched on anything with science fiction aesthetics. It has not.
We stay clear away from that.
God, you know what? The only thing worse than like pure sci-fi, than like something like Star Trek, is Star Wars. I swear to God,
like sci-fi fantasy.
Oh boy, sci-fi fantasy. It's like melding together two things that could not be farther apart. Personally, if that ever ends up on this show, I might just delete myself. I might delete myself. I'm definitely not going to do that, though, because I will never allow Star Wars to show up on this show.
Listen, there's a time and place for Star Wars, and that is my now finished podcast, Grumples and Destiny. Please find it wherever your podcasts are sold.
I told you once, and I will tell you a million times, I'm never listening to that show.
Well, okay.
I know it's cruel, it's unusual, but here is where we are. How many bits can a show sustain before actually getting to the topic?
Wait, I got a tally here. 3, it appears. 3. So we've hit our limit.
Okay.
This is what happens when we have technical difficulties and I'm able to finish my first drink before we start recording.
We're like 40 minutes behind on everything right now.
Jeezy crazy.
No. Sorry, I was just checking to see how long we had been recording for, so I could see how difficult I wanted to make this for you.
Fair.
Yeah. Transition music. Like sort of the smell of some sort of vegetable, some sort of plant, all sort of mixed and mushed together.
Yep, this is Ty's dinner. Yep.
Oh, so good. No, very funny. You do smell all of that.
I look at that and I say, not today, Knox. And
you wouldn't say that. Where would you say that? I suppose so.
I mean,
other people know about Knox.
Maybe I just go, you know what I'd probably say?
What?
Squeak, 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 squeak. Which means, not at this moment, perpetuator of evil and death.
Okay, cool.
Hey, fun fact that I learned from, there was this book that I used to be really into, and it was like 1 minute mysteries.
Oh, interesting.
And there was one mystery that it basically was like 1 to 2 pages where it was just like a short little thing and you have to solve the crime. White mice are like deathly allergic to cheese.
Really?
Yeah. According to 1 minute mysteries. Like this dude was all these like prize white mice were being killed and no one knew how, and you're interviewing this dude, like the detective is interviewing this dude and he's just like going around feeding all these mice little bits of cheese, and at the end it's like, you arrest the guy. Why? Because mice, these lab white mice are allergic to cheese.
Interesting.
Anyways, that you can cut all that. You can cut all that. But I do feel like I need this cheese. But
disappear into this, into the great outdoors. And as you do, go ahead.
Born free.
Yes.